Guys, it's DarkArmedAlliance, and today I've got another deck prop for you guys. Sorry it's been a little bit since I uploaded, but I've been sick and stuff with this, I guess, cold with the weather that's been going around. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. Today I'm going to be playing Monarchs, and there is no extra deck to Monarch, so I'll try and go a little in-depth with the deck profile to make sure that it's thorough, because I don't have an extra deck. First off, you're going to play 3 copies of the Underworld Monarch. I would never recommend playing anything less. You can tribute summon him by tributing another tribute summoned monster. Let's see. You can send 2 spell or trap cards that are Monarch spell or trap cards from your deck that are Monarch spell or trap cards to the graveyard to target a card on your opponent's side of the field or their hand or their graveyard and shuffle it back in the deck. So if you can get him out first turn, you can essentially start your opponent off with 5 cards just like you, and you have a 28 beater. So really great card. Really think it's awesome. His other effect about returning a Monarch or returning a monster from your graveyard by discarding a card, I don't use it all that often. It's kind of not even there to me, so I won't even bring it up. Then I play 3 copies of the Heavenly Monarch. I would strongly recommend to always play 3 copies of the Heavenly Monarch, because if you normal summon her, tribute summon her, you can special summon from your deck after sending 2 Monarch spell or trap cards to the graveyard, which I will get into later what your 2 main choices are. After you send the 2 cards to the graveyard, you can special summon from your deck 1 monster with 2400 attack or 2800 attack and 1000 defense. So that could be any of your Monarchs, which typically you are going to pick a 28 Monarch. I only play 1 Mega Monarch, so I'll show you that next. She has another one of the effects that, and it returns to the hand after you, at the end phase, the Monarch that you special summon. So the only Mega Monarch I play in the main deck is a Mega Caius because of the quick removal with Phantom Knights running around and some BA running around. You can quickly banish their Skarms and their random stuff. You will I have run into Evil Sworns and banished all their Ophions before, and they just cried. They're like, yep, I lost. So then I'm playing 1 copy of Majesty's Fiend. Majesty's Fiend he just turns off monster effects, period. I was playing 3 of him, but it was way too cloggy because I loved his long hair don't care. But I bumped him down to 1. I liked Vanity's Fiend, but since it had 1200 defense, you couldn't search it, and it really became sad because you couldn't. Then I'm playing 1 copy of the Light Monarch because it pops pendulums. I don't care if you draw an extra card, because by the time you get the 2 extra cards in your hand, you're going to lose. So that's kind of the way I play, and I already forbid you from doing so much stuff anyways. Then I play 1 copy of the Rock Vassal. It's essentially a Book of Moon, and you can special summon it. You target a card on your opponent's side of the field, and then you can special summon it. And if it's tribute summoned, you can target 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense in your graveyard, except a Rock Vassal, and add it to your hand, so it recycles your other vassals. So really, really, really good card. Then I play 1 of the Thunder Vassals. I know it's a little weird to see somebody playing both the Vassals, but it's really good. Like, you can put a token on your opponent's side of the field, then special summon this, which gives you a free tribute fodder. Then you get to normal summon an additional time, which can get you another one of your Mega Monarchs out if you can reduce its level with Domain. So that's why I play the Thunder Monarch and the Rock Monarch. This flip stuff I don't want, that I don't have time for, and this just lets me get my Mega Monarchs out fast. And then I personally play 3 of the Underworld Squire. I find it really good because it lets you do that additional normal summon, and you can banish from your graveyard to special summon 1 of your vassals or 1 of your other Heavenly Squires. Just really good. Really good. It's always my target for Heavenly Squire. I would never pick anything else, which brings me to my Heavenly Squires. It's super good. It's just super good. When you normal summon it, you can special summon any of your squires or vassals, pretty much. And yeah, you can banish it from your graveyard. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 of your banished Monarch spell or trap cards and add it to your hand. So, hello, Pantheism. I think that's how you say it, Pantheism. Really, really good. For draw power, I play Double Max C, which you can. I don't play Twin Twister, but if you wanted to, you could side both of these out and put in Double Twin Twister over this. And I would strongly recommend it with the meta now. Then I played Double Effect Veiler. I would strongly recommend keeping this for hand traps. And then I have a secret tech card. And I want you guys to comment down below before I reveal it what it is. Okay? So I'll give it to you in 1, 2, pause the video, 3. Dark Armed Dragon. And I'm going to tell you why. It is searchable with Return of the Monarchs. Because it has 28 and 1000, it is searchable by Return of the Monarchs. With Return of the Monarchs, when you tribute summon a monster, you can add a monster from your deck to your hand that has 2800 attack and 1000 defense, which can be Dark Armed Dragon. And you play a lot of darks in the deck with the vassals and with the squires and the not heavenly monarch, underworld monarch and stuff like that. So it's really easy to draw him out of the deck and make good use of him. He can be a dead draw and it can be bricky. If you don't want to play this, you could take this out for an extra Twin Twister if you'd like to. Then that's it for the main deck, or not the main deck. That's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells and traps. For the spells, I'm only playing 3 traps, so mostly be spells. I'm playing 1 copy of Return of the Monarchs and 1 copy of March of the Monarchs. With Return of the Monarchs, I just kind of explained it. If you normal summon a monster, you can add from your deck to your hand 1 monster with 2400 attack and 1000 defense, or a monster with 2800 attack and 1000 defense. But pretty much all the Monarch cards forbid you from touching your extra deck after you activate their effect, or if they're on the field. So March of the Monarch basically makes them Forbidden Lances. They can't be targeted or destroyed by a monster's card effect, so they're all Forbidden Lance, all your tribute summon monsters. So really good. Dark Armed Dragon is kind of like a pawn or a scapegoat. You special summon it out, baits out the bottomlesses and stuff, and you can banish your crap to get him off, get more stuff off. Then I play Triple Tenacity. I'm playing 8 targets, I believe, for this. 3 Underworld, 3 Heavenly, 1 Caius, and 1 Dark Armed. So, and 1 Light Monarch and 1 Majesty's Fiend, so 10 targets to get this off. Typically, I will show 3 Domain, which it's just crazy, or maybe a Stormforth. But it lets you add any of your Monarch spell or trap cards from your deck to your hand. I would never play anything less than 3. Same with this. I do see sometimes people playing 2 of the Stormforth, and I don't understand why. With Monarchs, you really want to go second, in my opinion, because you can activate Tenacity, get Stormforth, and then they don't know they're going to know what you're playing by the time. They're either going to think you're a scrub or you're playing Monarchs if you don't have an extra deck, or maybe Chain Burn or something like that. But if you activate this, and you tribute their monster, and you get out Heavenly Monarch with Domain, they're shit out of luck. Because then you get an extra Monarch, they take 28 plus 28, which is 56, and then they're shit out of luck. Because they can't touch their extra deck. So I would always recommend playing 3 Stormforth. Then I play, I think you say it, Pantheism. Pantheism of the Monarchs, which you can activate it by sending 1 Monarch spell or trap card from your hand to the graveyard, which you'll typically send the first Monarch or another Pantheism to the graveyard to draw 2 cards, and then you can banish it on top of that from the graveyard to reveal 3 Monarch cards. Oh, you have to banish this card. I think it's this card, and choose 1 card. Let's see. You can banish this card from your... Okay, so it's just this card. Make sure you banish this card. Yeah, it's just this card. I thought for some reason it was this card plus another card, but I'm getting the first Monarch and this mixed up. So it's just this card. Reveal 3 Monarch spell or trap cards from your graveyard, or not from graveyard, from your deck, and add. Your opponent gets to choose 1 of them. Typically, I'll reveal 3 Tenacities or 2 Tenacities, and what I actually want to add, which you're always going to want to add, is Domain, the field spell. The field spell is by far the best card in the deck, besides Pantheism and some of the Mega Monarchs, I guess. Let me get that to focus for you guys. With the field spell, it's just so broke. Like, it's so broke. It has so many effects. When you control Tribute Summon Monster, your opponent cannot special summon cards from their extra deck. When a Tribute Summon Monster attacks, it gains 800 attack on it when it's attacking another monster. You can't touch your extra deck, but you can reveal a level 8 or a monster with 2,800 attack and 1,000 defense. Reveal that in your hand and reduce its level by 2. So it becomes a level 6. So you can normal summon one of your squires and just tribute one of your squires to get this off. Or you can special summon your Thunder Vassal and then get it off. But God, this thing is broken. Like, if they're going to hit this deck, they have to hit the field spell. I really hope they don't, but they're going to eventually. And I think it's going to be the field spell that they hit. But then for your 1-ofs, I play 1 copy of Rhoda to search out my, I believe it's my Heavenly Squire. Yeah, my Heavenly Squire. Then I play 1 copy of 1-for-1 to special summon out my Heavenly Squire to get her effect off in case the first one gets effect failured or something. Then for the traps, I play 1 copy of Escalation of the Monarchs. Escalation, once per turn during my opponent's main phase or battle phase, I can tribute summon a monster. So if they summon something out pesky and I can't get over it, or if I need it off the field, I can activate this and get rid of whatever I need if I make a Underworld Monarch or a Caius, maybe even a Majesty's Fiend. So really, really good. And then finally, you play 2 of the trap monsters. 3 is just too cloggy of the Prime Monarch. With the Prime Monarch, you can banish, you can activate it as a normal trap, and you can target 2 Monarch spell trap cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and then you can draw a card. But if it's in the graveyard, which is what Twin Twister comes in handy if you side it out with the Max C's, you can special summon this in defense mode. And if you have Domain, you can reduce a level of a Monarch, tribute this off, and then go nuts. So really good card, really nice deck. I really enjoy playing this deck. I hope you guys try and test it out. If you guys have any other tech cards or just enjoy playing the game, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like this video. And don't forget to join DarkArmedAlliance. We probably will have our tournament probably by the time I've already posted this video. So we're going to be having more tournaments in the group. So if you'd like to play in any tournaments, please feel free to join DarkArmedAlliance. But anyways, guys, this is DarkArmed Duelist, and I'm